Sorry. Hey guys, it's Jaiden. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing kids then versus kids now. That was a very awkward hand movement. Disclaimer, I know I'm only 15 and I'm like not that far apart from like the generation, or if I'm even still in the latest generation. But anyway, I personally feel like a lot has changed since I was a child in my childhood. Don't hate on me for that. Number one, electronics. So I feel like nowadays, like 4-year-olds are starting to have iPhones. Like I've walked past, like in public places, like these little kids will just have phones and they're just like, hey mom, oh, you're right next to me? Okay, cool, bye. Like, what? Why? Like, why? I get it when you want to shut them up, you like get them, you give them something, but like, no. But I do remember when I was younger, let me just pop a picture up right here. My grandma got a new BlackBerry, not BlackBerry iPhone, a new BlackBerry phone, and I thought it was the most gorgeous thing ever, and I wanted one, and I thought it was so cool with all the buttons and everything, how like compact it was, and little did I know, they aren't cool anymore. Two, when I was in elementary school, I felt like everything was so much different than it is now. Like, people are just so much more like out there, you could say, because first of all, when I was in elementary school, the genders were like completely separate. Sorry if you hear my siblings like screaming. They're really helpful. When I was younger, the gender was like separate. Like if you put us all in a room, girls would be on like this side, boys would be on this side, and anybody else would just be in the middle. Like, and there was no in between. Like people were just, we were separate from the boys. When I was in elementary school, I didn't think of one boy at all. I was just like, my life is perfect. And now I feel like the more we go on in the year, the more people in like even middle school, to me middle school, growing up and you're still like learning. I mean, even in high school you're doing the same thing, but like you get what I mean. Like when you're in elementary school and like this 9-year-old comes up to me and she's like, yeah, so I love my boyfriend and like we got in a fight today. I know we're 10 minutes strong. I look at her and I go, 10 minutes. And another thing, for me at least, growing up, I was never allowed to have sleepovers, so I'd come home at 7 p.m. from a sleepover. Does that make sense to you? I think not. I can't even give you enough examples how many kids have come up to me like, oh, I fell asleep at 3 a.m. last night, and they're 7. I'm like, girl, what are you doing with your life? Go to sleep. Sleep with your teddy bear as long as you can. I didn't have a teddy bear. I never had a teddy bear. Okay, no, I didn't. Number 3 is social media. When I was a kid, I had toys and teddy bears and friends to play with, and like for Christmas when I'd ask for a coloring book and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I want a coloring book for Christmas, and then like nowadays all these kids, I want the iPhone 6, iPhone 8, 10, 12, 14 plus 7. I'm just now doing an equation. And maybe the mega size and crayons, if that's okay with you, Santa. If not, it's okay if you get the normal crayons. I just won't get the extra glitter pen. All I had to worry about if I was gonna get the extra stinking glitter pen. That's it. And like, okay, I was going through Instagram the other day and there was this post saying what age will be in 2020. Half of the comments were like 11, 12, 14. Every single one I'm like calculating, wait, how old are these kids right now? They're like 12 and 10 and like 9, not in the exact order, but I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. These kids are like, my sister Caitlin is 9 and she's playing with dolls right now. And when I was in middle school, I remember this precisely, especially in 7th grade and even in 6th grade too. The people who had Snapchat or Twitter or Facebook or all those social media were considered cool kids because they'd come to school and be like, hey, did you see that new thing about the thing? And then all the other kids would just be like, what is she talking about? So the kids that didn't have social media were just like pretty much screwed that year because everyone was like, did you see that? When I was growing up for about half of my life, when at least 8 years of my life, my parents had flip phones. So I was just like, oh, the best part of it was taking pictures. And growing up, I didn't really, at least of that before they transferred to iPhone 4 at the time, but I never played games on their phone, so I just felt like I wasn't grown up with that. Like Bo, he plays on electronics all the time now, but like when I was younger, no. especially on plane rides. Okay, I was on the plane like 4 years ago, and each kid in the row had like their own iPad. And I was so surprised because all I was doing was playing like with my siblings, or I was reading a book or doing Sudoku or however the heck you say that. And they're just like all like lined up. I remember going to the bathroom and I was just like walking by, just like, oh my God. Number 5, as I've grown up, I've seen middle schoolers, I don't know if it's all middle schoolers, but like elementary and sometimes even not seniors, high schoolers, just like wearing like all that, you know, express yourself, girl or boy or whatever in between, just like express yourself, wear what you want to wear. But then I come across these like 7 to 9-year-old girls wearing cake and pounds of makeup on their face. And the only thing I had on my face when I was little was like dirt and like childhood. I'm not trying to criticize how parents raise their kids or how everyone expresses themselves in different ways. I accept that. Everyone's great and different. But just some things were different than others. I'm not saying it's good, right, or wrong, but I'm not saying that. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below because I upload every Thursday, and I'll see you guys next week. I did that super fast because I had to delete like 10 clips to get this clip in because my camera's running out of space. But bye!